always was in the background, but you could count on him to do stuff. And I'll just tell you one quick story, and I'll turn this back over to Don. But, you know, when they were having the women's conference weekend, it was on Friday, they were just setting up. So I felt obligated, otherwise I wouldn't be sleeping in my own bed.
I'll cut that out.
To come up here and help set up the chairs. And there was no air conditioning in there, okay? So I could sit there, you know, at the office, I'm kind of like the boss most of the time. And I'm just sitting there, my guys would just love to see this. Here I am putting up chairs in the middle of the afternoon. But there was a reason. That's what I was asked to do. You know, if you go back in your mind to think of relatives that you know that came from an agrarian society, or, you know, the old grandma on the farm or whatever, those people worked hard. And outside of mortgaging their equipment, you know, there's no such thing as credit card debt. I mean, you just go back and think 2 generations ago what it was like. You know, no television, much less no computers. They may have had radio.
You didn't have a telephone.
Yeah. Or if you did, you had a party line.
Yeah,
I remember on the farm they had the party line. I mean, you just got to think back. It's not that far back. It's your own life. Some of you guys, it's your own lifetime. I mean, I was watching the show on Barbara Walters last night, and they showed it the first night she was on the news, doing the evening news with Harry Reasoner. Harry Reasoner was ticked. He didn't want anything to do with her. Right or wrong. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. That, you know, I remember when I first came to Dallas, very competitive news channels. And it got to be a, be careful how I say this. It got to be, they were trying to have the news anchors reflect the culture of the community. Because up to like in the 70s, it would be all Anglo. Then they, you know, like you watch now, you got John McKay is African American male, the gal next to him is Hispanic, and then they can only do that in order to have the Anglo guy be the weatherman and the sportscaster. But just watch how that face of society has changed. It's reflected in who's doing the local news. And that's, a lot of that has to do with marketing and culture, our change in our culture. That's diversity. Now we've had other challenges as far as morals and other things in society. But yeah, the concept of St. Isidore is hard work is okay. Offering it up. And being in the workplace in a Christian manner. It's okay to make money, but what do you do with it? So St. Isidore, I think, is a good role model for us. I'll go back to what Don reflected was, yes, it represents St. Joseph, and it should represent the guys in this room. And I don't care what occupation you have, do it well. I know the old story was, you know, I don't care if you're a greeter at Walmart, do it well.
When is his feast day?
May 15th.
A couple days ago.
Yeah.